love, a wonderful emotion, but also full of ups and downs, and surely all of us have experienced the pain of rejection. The feeling of being abandoned, of being hurt, can make us sink into despair and lose faith in ourselves. But what if I told you that rejection in love is not the end, but can be a promising new beginning? Today, things will change. End this game. Cut the strings, give up the puppet role, and step out of their lives. No more chasing, no more waiting, no more begging. Silence. Disappear, and let them feel the emptiness without you. Spend time and energy on yourself. Love yourself, develop yourself, and become the best version. Because people only appreciate what they have to work for. When you stop chasing, they begin to realize the loss. The comfort of knowing you're always there suddenly disappears. They will be confused, uncomfortable, and curious, but by then, you've moved on. You shine brightly, attracting people who truly appreciate you. You deserve to be loved and cherished. Are you ready to change the game and hold the power in your relationships? Now let's explore the first secret, which is also the most important secret to turn the tables and make that person take the initiative with you. Number 1. Stop all contact and learn to be still. We both know that when the door of rejection slams shut in our faces, the first instinct is often to scream, beg, or try to prove them wrong. But try to take a deep breath. Step back and look at things with a cool head. Because, my friend, chasing after someone who has turned their back on you only deepens the wound to your self-esteem. Whoever that person is, lover, friend, or colleague, the wisest reaction is to accept the truth and gently step out of the game. It sounds cruel, but trust me, this is the only way to protect your true worth. When rejecting someone, they often expect a certain reaction from you. It can be pain, despair, or efforts to hold on. But if you choose silence, choose to face the matter with a calm attitude, you are sending an extremely powerful message. Silence is not only a reaction, but also a strategy, helping you to take control in the relationship. And for this strategy to be effective, you need to completely disappear. No phone calls, no texting, no following on social media. Why? Because every time you try to reach out, you are inadvertently reinforcing the reason for their rejection. On the contrary, when you quietly withdraw, you show them that you are not dependent on them, that you are still living well without their presence. In modern society, where attention is like a cheap currency, your constant appearance only makes you mediocre. Imagine, if you were a beautiful girl, receiving hundreds of compliments and flirtatious messages every day, would you be impressed with a guy who only knows how to like and comment on every post of yours? But if you're different, if you don't chase that attention, you'll stand out from the crowd. You are not the one who is always by your side, but the one who has his own life, passion, and career. You are a confident, independent man who doesn't need to rely on anyone, and it is that scarcity that makes you more attractive than ever. Creating distance does not mean completely cutting off, but letting the other person realize your value. You are not an easy catch. You deserve to be cherished, to be pursued. This is not a mind game, but the way you show respect for yourself. And this is not only true in love, but also true in all relationships, from work, friends, to social relationships. People always appreciate what is hard to come by. Finally, emotional control is key. If you let emotions overwhelm reason, you will lose the initiative. Let calmness be the steel shield that protects you from hurt. When you prove that you are not fazed by rejection, you have won. So, my friend, when faced with rejection, don't rush to respond. Sometimes silence and retreat is the strongest answer. That's how you protect your self-esteem, assert your worth, and move on your own path. Number 2, eliminate despair. You and I both know that despair in love is like a poison, eroding attraction and pushing the one we love away. It makes us weak, submissive, and loses our self-worth. Imagine, you are lost in the vast desert, longing for a drop of cool water. At that time, any puddle, no matter how small or cloudy, becomes extremely precious. But if you have a whole cool blue river right next to you, would you still be so eager for those small puddles? In love, too, when we put all our faith and hope in one person, considering them as the only source of life, we inadvertently turn ourselves into a thirsty person in the desert. We are afraid of losing that puddle, so we try to hold on at all costs, including losing ourselves. Clinging, controlling, blind jealousy, all stem from that deep fear. But my friend, remember, we are not lost in the desert. Around us, there are so many fresh rivers, wonderful people waiting to be discovered. Instead of focusing on a single puddle, broaden your horizons, nourish your soul with new experiences, meaningful relationships. Just think, if you were an interesting book with rich and varied content, would anyone want to fold it after the first few pages? Definitely not. People will be captivated by the stories you tell, the knowledge you share, the values you bring. And in love, too, when you are confident, independent, and live a meaningful life, you will radiate an irresistible attraction. Never let despair cloud your reason, causing you to lose yourself. Remember, you deserve to be loved and cherished. Love yourself. Take care of your soul and cultivate your own values. Then, love will come naturally, like a wonderful gift that life bestows. And finally, my friend, always remember, the more you cling, the easier it is to lose. The more you let go, the easier it is to get. Let love come and go naturally, like the passing winds. Because true happiness lies not in possessing someone, but in harmony, sharing, and mutual respect. Number 3, master your emotions. In this complex world of love, mastering your emotions is the key to building a lasting relationship. And sometimes, challenges come from the very woman we love. Women, with their instinct to seek safety and stability, often unconsciously test the emotions of the man beside them. They may use sarcastic words, provocative actions, just to observe how you react. Like a young bird testing the strength of its wings before flying into the vast sky, they want to make sure you are strong enough to protect them from the storms of life. However, many men fall into this trap. They get angry, lose their temper, and reveal the weaknesses they try to hide. Just like a wild animal caught in a trap, the more they struggle, the deeper they sink into loss of control. Recall the story of the king famous for his calmness and wisdom. When insulted by his enemies, he just smiled and responded with wise words. It was this calmness that made the enemy bow down in admiration. In love, too, when faced with words or actions that may annoy you, try to take a deep breath, smile, and maintain a calm attitude. You don't have to react harshly, nor do you have to try to explain or prove yourself. Let your silence and calmness speak for itself. Then you will see the magic happen. Your woman will feel the confidence and strength emanating from you. They will be attracted by your stability and maturity because those are the qualities they always look for in the man of their life. Number 4, leave them in the silent darkness. Sometimes silence is heavier than 1,000 words, especially when you feel like you're losing control in a relationship. Keeping them in the dark can be a subtle strategy to regain balance. Previously, you may have been used to sharing everything with that person, from random thoughts to the deepest emotions. You are like an open book, ready for them to read and explore page by page. But now, try to close those pages, revealing only the most interesting things. Don't let them easily grasp what you're thinking, what you're feeling. This change will surely make them curious. Human nature is always attracted to mysterious things, things they don't fully understand. They will start to ask questions. Why is that person different from before? What happened? Did I do something wrong? And so, you have succeeded in capturing their mind. Keeping them in the dark doesn't mean you completely disappear from their lives. You can still interact on social media, but be more reserved and skillfully drop hints with suggestive words and images. For example, you could post a picture of yourself enjoying life with a radiant smile and the caption, "Finding peace." They will wonder, what brought joy to that person? However, remember that the purpose of this is not to take revenge or manipulate the other person, but to give you time to focus on yourself, nurture your inner strength, and build confidence. When you no longer depend on the attention of others, you will become more attractive than ever. Then there will come a time when they realize the change in you, and they may try to come back, wanting to understand more about what happened. But then you are a completely new version, stronger and more independent. You have full control over whether or not to give them another chance. You and I both understand that love is a challenging journey. Sometimes we need silence to reflect on ourselves and the relationship. Keeping them in the dark is not a game, but a way for you to assert your worth and regain control in love. Whatever you decide, remember that you deserve to be happy. Number 5, be yourself. The saying, "be yourself," we've heard a lot. But truly understanding and living by it is a long and challenging journey. Like you're trying to change to hold on to someone, you may be losing yourself in the process. I once loved a girl. Loved her so much that I was willing to change everything to fit her ideal image. I gave up personal hobbies, forced myself into frameworks that I thought she wanted. At first, things seemed very good. She was happy, and I felt like I had succeeded. But then, gradually, I felt lost in myself. The joy of being myself was gone, replaced by fatigue and coercion. In the end, the relationship fell apart, leaving me with a big void and regret for not being true to myself. Living authentically, without regrets, is the greatest gift you can give yourself. Own your personal story, accept both your strengths and weaknesses, and never try to change to please others. Like a painting, every stroke, whether bold or light, contributes to its unique beauty. So are you. Cherish what belongs to you, even the imperfections. When you are yourself, without barriers, you create an undeniable natural attraction. The people who are truly right for you will see, love, and appreciate your true self, not a version created to please them. And when she realizes that you are confident, living true to yourself and steadfast in yourself, she may regret missing out on someone so vibrant and authentic. Never apologize for who you are or what you want in life. You are not only enough, but also deserve the best. When you fully accept and are proud of yourself, your inner strength will become clear and attractive. Those around you will be attracted by the steadfastness and confidence that you exude, and when you live sincerely, without pretense, others will feel that authenticity and admire your true self. If she sees this, she will realize your worth, not because you try to change, but because you have grown and lived true to yourself. Remember, changing yourself to suit others is only a temporary solution. It's like you're trying to squeeze yourself into a shoe that doesn't fit. You may be able to endure it at first, but in the end, it only brings pain and hurt. Instead of trying to change, focus on developing yourself, cultivating good qualities, and living a meaningful life. My friend, be yourself, the best version of yourself. That is the way for you to attract the people who truly belong to you and have true happiness.